and welcome to the Irish in the UK. Coming up on the show this week, about 18 months ago, a brand new company opened up in Trafford Park in Manchester called Supreme Upholstery. And recently we went along to see how they're doing these days. John McCarthy had a big birthday bash at the Liverpool Irish Centre, and we went along to meet John, his family and many of his friends. And we'll be having some fantastic music from Camillus Egerton. But before all that, Brian and Maxine Warner are wonderful people for organising big fundraising events for their charities. And this year, we went along to the Longfield Suite in Prestwich to see how it's going.
Looking forward to a brilliant night. We've got a great show lined up with this tribute night to the stars, and we're hoping to have a fantastic night and raise a lot of money for two very worthy charities.
Yeah, and of course you've got Jimmy Cricket, the first act up now. He'll keep everybody entertained, won't he?
Well, I hope so. Our very good friend Jimmy, we've known him a long time, and I think that he'll certainly wind them up, and it'll be good. Great.
Now, Christine, I know you've worked very hard behind the scenes here, and of course it's a sellout, isn't it?
Yes, it's fantastic. We're so amazed at the amount of people that are coming to support us. I think everybody is touched somewhere in the family with cancer, and of course there's the little Thomas Slayton, who's the most gorgeous little boy who's got so many problems, bless him. We like to try and raise a bit of money for all his medical needs, yes.
How old is Thomas?
He's 13 now, but we've known him from when he was first born.
They need all the money they can get, and when we had this idea over 12 months ago, we thought, let's try and raise as much as we can for this, for the Christie. And I've also got a surprise celebrity coming down tonight from one of my friends from Coronation Street, so they don't know yet, but it'll be a surprise for them.
Of course, you guys are no strangers to fundraising, because you're always involved in doing good deeds and trying to raise money for lots of charities.
Well, we do, and Maxine and I go out as a duo all year round, entertaining at care homes and doing lots and lots of charity work, because we were in the Lemon Tree Band for a long, long time, and now we feel as though we want to put something back into the industry, and charity work is the way forward, and that's what we're doing.
Oh no, it was sand, it was softer. And who should I see but Westlife? I thought it was them, it turned out to be Oasis. Hey?
Jimmy, a very special evening, of course, here, but tell me about your involvement tonight.
Well, Brian and Maxine, the beautiful singers from Lemon Tree, they put so much work in to put this show on for the Christie Hospital, and it's close to our hearts, and they asked me to come.
And of course you're very busy yourself as well in your own career. You're all around the country performing.
I am indeed. I do a lot of travelling. Well, you have to when you have an act like mine. And yes, I do. I'm very lucky. I've got a residency. When you say residency, on Wednesdays and Saturdays I play the Lindian Hotel in Blackpool.
Now listen, Jimmy, you've done some recording yourself. Seriously, you've done quite a few songs, haven't you?
Of course, I've done one about that with Irish songs that I've all written. I've written them myself. Comedy songs, of course. Some comedy, some about immigrants that have left home, and some extolling the virtues of the Emerald Isle, because we've come from a very gorgeous country, you know. And and then I've done another one called Light and Shade, which is a mixture of comedy and serious. But the latest one I did, the late great Ken Dodd got me a pair of concrete Wellingtons for my 50th birthday, and would you believe they were pinched?
You joke.
So I wrote a letter to Santa Claus called Santa Bring My Wellies Back to Me. I added another 9 songs, and we've been selling them the last 2 years for Francis House Hospice. We've sold 1,600, we've another 400 to go, and we'll have raised £10,000 for Francis House Hospice. Yeah, you have to give something back. I think the real people, we're just the figureheads. The real people are, if you look out there, Martin, besides the acts and us, you'll see volunteers with blue jerseys. And they're the ones that sell the tickets, do the raffles. You know, they're the unsung heroes, you know. Our very first guests are special folks because they're the world and Great Britain under 16 dance champions.
Sam, great to see you here tonight for a wonderful occasion.
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to, come and give a little bit back as and where you can. So yeah, should be good.
And I know a lot of the cast from Coronation Street are great supporters of the Christie Hospital as well.
Correct. Yeah. Like I say, a lot of us, as and when we can, it's hard with hectic schedules and stuff. But when you can, to give a little bit back, I think it's always an important thing to do.
And it's a sellout here tonight as well, and they don't know you're here, so you're a surprise guest.
Oh well, yeah. Hope I don't let anybody down. Yeah, but not really a big surprise guest. But anyway, no, it should be good.
Now, 2003, we all saw you appear on Coronation Street as a young boy at the time. How the years have gone by.
Yeah, definitely. 15 years now this year. So it's been strange going up on a show. It's bizarre really, but it's the years have flown. Chesney's been through the mill. He's had a lot of stuff thrown at him, but he's a decent lad, isn't he, at heart, to be honest. Quite a nice character to play. So.
Now, when you joined Coronation Street, of course, as a young boy, and there were so many people who was there years before you, it must be quite daunting for you when you first got involved.
I don't know, I was so young when I started in the show. When you're like 9 years old, which I was, I don't know, I think my parents were probably a bit more in awe than I was, because I was just a young kid. I was just doing something I enjoyed, and you don't really see it as a job when you're 9. It's just a hobby, it's something you enjoy doing.
And of course rehearsals now, because Coronation Street is going out so many times in the week. It must be really busy and hard to keep up with the storylines, and of course to keep up with your story.
Yeah, it is. I think it's like, obviously 6 episodes a week. There's like 6 units on every week. There's, you can get piles of scripts every week. It is hard at times, but I don't know, better than digging holes or something for a living, isn't it?
What you doing to me when you don't believe a word I say?
Well done to Brian and Maxine Warner and all their friends for the wonderful charity work they do. Now, I am off to meet Brian McManus and Teresa McCarthy at Supreme Upholstery. Supreme Upholstery, you've been open about 18 months. How has it been going for you?
It's been going very well recently. When we first started out, it was really tough for us. And recently, thanks to Annette and yourself, we've got quite a few more customers there. Our name's getting about more, and a lot of the public are coming in. So we're pleased with how things are going.
Now, you manufacture, of course, for the public, but you do a lot of factory work as well.
Yeah, we do a lot for contract. So we're working with 3 different designers at the moment who are all involved in pubs, clubs, restaurants. So all that sort of thing we're doing now. We do a lot of sofa beds, a lot of reception areas, bar seating. So there's quite a variety that we are working on. Well, we offer a bespoke service, which means that people can come in with their own ideas, and we try to bring those ideas to fruition for them. Some will come in with a sketch that they've done themselves. Others will come in with a couple of photographs and say, I like the back of that, I like the seat of that, or the arms of it, and ask us if we could make that. We say, yes, of course we can, and we do make it.
Now, earlier on, you were telling me about a couple that popped in to see you from Leeds, and they gave you quite a challenge, didn't they? Teresa, tell me how you dealt with those people from Leeds.
They come in one Saturday morning saying that they'd wanted a bespoke service, that's what they was looking for. And they looked around all our furniture. There was 4 different models they liked, and they wanted them a piece of each of the 4 models into one design. So it was a U-shaped corner section that they wanted. So went through everything that they could have. I told them that it was possible that we could do this. I'd go and get Brian.
Okay, story goes back to you, Brian.
Well, Teresa came upstairs. I was in the office upstairs, and Teresa came up and said, I've got a bit of a challenge here for you. And I went down, spoke to the customers. They told me what they wanted. So I said to them, well, give me 10-15 minutes, see if I can sketch something out. And I went back upstairs again. Teresa made them a cup of tea, as she does, to make them feel welcome. I said, I don't mind making the frame for this, but I would like you to come in and have a look at it. The gentleman said he worked in the Trafford Park area, so him and his son phoned us 2 to 3 weeks later, asked how we were getting on, and both of them came in. So they came in, we laid all the frame out for them, they took photographs, he sent them over to his wife over in Leeds, and she says, oh, I'm delighted with that, just get the leather on it, I want it in my house. So another 3 or 4 days after that, we'd actually made that piece of furniture for them.
Now that's what I call personal service.
Well, that's what we try to offer. You know, we don't rush people when they come in. We don't rush them. You know, they can sit here for an hour, 2 hours and decide what they want. You know, trees will just keep making them bruise. So, you know, that just, it makes them feel welcome, you know, and they do tell us that they feel really relaxed when they come in. So we're pleased with that.
We're situated in Trafford Park, Martin, Unit N3, Central Park Trading Estate, Mosley Road, Trafford Park, and the telephone number is 0161 872 7457.
Now if you'd like a nice piece of furniture with your own design and colour, well, you know where to go. Supreme Upholstery is the place. In fact, I might bob back there myself and buy a nice sofa. Sitting on this tree stump is no good for the old bones. Anyway, I'm off for a quick break and I'm going to have a lovely walk around this park. Oh, those flowers are just lovely. Welcome back to the show. Now, if you've got a story you'd like to tell us, contact me. The details are on the screen now. John McCarthy is very well known in Liverpool and he's done loads of good deeds for charities and other events down the years. And he held a big birthday bash at the Liverpool Irish Centre with his family and friends, and we went along to see how it all went.
Smile, smile. Light up and listen for to light your lamp. And smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying?
John, many congratulations, celebrating 80 years. What a wonderful party you've had.
Yes, fantastic turnout, Martin. Very pleased with all my friends from far and near. And all my family that have come over from Ireland. And of course all my family here in Liverpool. And from Lowestoft and Redditch and my old schoolmates 75 years ago. We went to school together. And it was a great pleasure to meet up with them all.
And John, you come to this country from County Tipperary, of course, a long time ago. I think, was it 17 you was when you come here?
63 years ago in September, Martin. I was 17-year-old and 2 months when I came over here, first came to Liverpool. And I've gone back home nearly every year since, 2 or 3 times a year if I can manage it. So,
now, you do a lot of great work here in Liverpool over the years, and of course you work with, underprivileged children and taking them to Lourdes and stuff like that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I met up with a group about 30 years ago, a group called Flame. They're mainly northwest based, Manchester, Liverpool, place like that. And they took our daughter Erica to Lourdes when she was about 5, was it? 4. And I was involved with them then, and she's 40-year-old in January. So it's 36 years involved with them. There's a lot of fundraising for them and what have you, over the years.
They have told us we must yearn for liberty, and all I want in this dark place.
And you also run a Tuesday club here at the Irish Centre in Liverpool.
I do, which I've been a member for the past 25 years. I've been the chair for the past 14 years. And I think a week next Wednesday I step down from that position as chair for health reasons, and health reasons only. And I'll miss it, but I'll be glad to get a rest from it.
Now, Betty, of course, what's it been like with John all those years? You've raised a lovely family here, you've got lots and lots of friends in Liverpool.
Oh, it's been good. Yeah, we've had a good life together. Yeah.
And you've enjoyed being involved in all these things that John does, and of course the club here on a Tuesday.
And the woman in the background. Yeah. But I have enjoyed it. Yeah, the fundraising was very good. Yeah, for the disabled children. Yeah.
And it's great to see so many people here today of your friends, and of course the family and people over from Tipperary as well.
It is, because people have come from all walks of life, and we've known them from all different things, from the club and from going to Lourdes, all different things, and it's just good to have everybody in the same place.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. And of course Michael Kine providing the music today as well. He's doing a great...
Brilliant as usual.
Now John, I believe you was to see the Queen recently as well.
I did. When Michael D. Higgins, the Irish president, came over on his state visit in 2014, as the chair of the Irish Tuesday Club, I was invited up to Buckingham Palace with another 299 people, I believe it was. And my wife and myself went up representing the club, and it was a fantastic occasion and a privilege.
And Betty, what was it like for you to meet the Queen?
It was a lovely, fantastic, something I thought would never happen, and I was very honoured to be allowed to meet the Queen, to shake her hand. Yeah, it's very good.
Now, John is going to retire from all these activities here at the centre very, very shortly. What are you going to do with all your spare time?
Well, I'm still on the committee. I was the secretary, but I've handed that over. But I'm still on the committee. But he'll be sitting watching me now, doing all the work while he's relaxing.
And I know, John, that your best friend in there of 75 years here today at the party, but another great friend of yours was here earlier on. That's Damien Brickland from Eurogold, and of course you've known Damien for a long time.
I've known Damien Brickland for a good 50 years. I remember that man, we didn't have a pair of boots to put on his feet. But no, seriously, Damien and I and all his family, all his brothers go back a long, long time. Billy, Peter, all of them go back a hell of a long time. And his wife, we knew his wife was Sheila, and Damien lived down not far from the special school where my daughter used to go to, and we'd pop in and see them every so often. But yes, I've known Damien a hell of a long time.
Well, listen, John, a very, very happy birthday to you, happy retirement, and best of luck to you and Betta.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Martin.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Tommy, you've travelled across the Irish Sea to be here for this very special occasion.
Yeah, the whole family's travelled across there from Tipperary to be here for JJ, and we've had quite a fun few days now, so we're heading back tomorrow, but we've really enjoyed ourselves today, and we're going to party the night away now for the rest of it.
He's quite a character, your uncle, isn't he? Because everybody in there seems to want to have a bit of fun with him, take the mickey and tell jokes on him and everything.
Yeah, he's a right character, right? He's a chancer, all right. He's full of beans all the time, and it's good to be around him and to share a joke or two here and there, and it's just good to really have the family all together and to really share a nice few memories again, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, absolutely, it's a very special time, of course, and people have come from all over the country here as well as Ireland to be with him today, so it just shows what a popular person he is.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think there'd be that much of a turnout today. It's crazy to see how many people were there, and it's great to see that he's so much support and his friends are here, and yeah, it's just really nice that we get to all hang out and get to know him and his friends and stuff like that. Or get to know his friends, I suppose.
And you were doing quite a lot of filming as well yourself today. What do you do?
I basically direct and produce films there in my spare time there with me and my best mate. So yeah, we're Trapline Media, so we've been making a lot of films and documentaries there recently, and there's going to be a few coming out there in the next while. So you can check it out at Trapline Media on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter and all the rest of them.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear JJ. Happy birthday to you. Give it a nice round of applause. Big cheer. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
It was great to meet John and all his family, and of course we wish him the very best of luck in the future. Now Henry McGlade is back next Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, and I'm here at 7:30 with the Irish in the UK. Both shows are repeated on a Saturday night between 8 and 9 p.m, all on Showcase TV, Sky Channel 455. Now we hope you're going to enjoy a lovely piece of music from Camillus Egerton. See you next week.
$1 worth of gas in his pickup truck. We're going